So I just went and bought a $200,000 trading account. What's going on, everyone? My name's Dan, and I recently just purchased a 200,000 Alpha Capital Challenge. So yeah, this is the second video of the series, and I'm just basically going to go through all of the wins, all of the losses I took this week, pretty briefly, just so you can see all of my wins, losses, mistakes I've made, things I've learned from it. And yeah, just hopefully you follow the journey. So let's get into the chart. So this month I started the challenge on the 26th, and we had a win of 3%. So beautiful position on the first day of taking the challenge. Now coming into September, I took two positions. I had one break even, I had one loss, and I had a position that shouldn't have been triggered in because it was out of session, and it also didn't break structure. But I think on that particular day I was at work and I didn't have signal, and it just didn't, I don't think it registered on the account, so it was just unfortunate. I'm going to quickly go through the positions with you. It'll take no longer than like 2 minutes. So I had this position on here, so on the charts right here. Just really quickly, it would have been a win if you'd have held it, but you know, it is what it is. But I had this position here, this level marked out, and I was predetermining it to break structure down to the downside. So I'd already set my limit order, which shouldn't have happened anyway. I don't know what I was thinking on that day, but I think I was because I was at work, I was in a bit of a rush. So my emotions essentially took the better of me here. But it was out of session when it got tagged in. So even though it says 11 o'clock here, it was like 5 to 11. So my limit order should have been taken off, but it wasn't. So it was an unfortunate loss. It wasn't really a loss. It just, as it got tagged in, I manually closed the position when I checked it. And that's just another thing. If I'd have left it, it would have been a win, but again, it was against my trading plan. So I just closed it as soon as it had sort of wicked into the entry. It would have been a win, which was unfortunate. However, I did have a loss on the 2nd of September, which is really unfortunate. So if I go down to a smaller time frame and zoom in, where are we? So this was the position here. So it just took out a previous level of liquidity. So for me, it would have been a daily high or a daily low. So it just took out a daily low. On this level here, we had a low close below this low on a smaller time frame. On the minute, this closed below, and then we had a market structure shift right here. Then all I was waiting for was a tag in at a POI, which I took this black level which swept liquidity, and then looked for my 1 to 3. It peaked me, gave me about $600 in profit, and then just straight through and hit my stop loss, which was really unfortunate. But you know, it did go to exactly where I thought it was going to go. Literally wicked my target and then fell through. So that is pretty much all of the positions I took this week, which was nothing to shout home about, and it doesn't really matter. So this week coming forward, I'm just going to not set limits while I'm at work, or I will set limits while I'm at work, but I'll be a little bit more conscious of it. I won't be expecting something to happen when it hasn't actually already happened. It just looked so perfect, and I've done this so many times that I just assumed it was going to happen. That was my fault for assuming, but again, I did take the limit order off before it got tagged in. It just didn't register, so it's just one of them things. And then the loss was completely valid. I would have took that 10 times out of 10, and that's just really unfortunate. And then the rest of the week, there wasn't really any positions. I see a couple of things that potentially could happen, but none of them ended up playing out. So that was pretty much it was quite a dead week, to be honest, for me. So no real positions. But next week, coming into the markets, if I do see anything, I'll post it on the shorts again, because I was getting quite a lot of views on there, to be honest. I'm getting about 1,000 views a video, which is pretty good now, just on the shorts. So I'll post all of my analysis on there, and it's up to you what you do with it. Again, it's not financial advice, so it's completely up to you. Your capital will be at risk. And yeah, so if I see anything, I'll post it up. And then yeah, just if you want to subscribe and follow the journey, yeah, that'd be great. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video.